So now we're just coming up here, and we're going to be talking to Razumdar here.
We need your face to become familiar. This one so you fall from
Who the hell would follow this shit?
And we have some followers here as well. Thank you for the follows, guys. In particular, River92. Thank you much for the follow, man.
First, a question. Where did you come from? A Daedric prince?
Do we lie, or do we just tell them, or do we just be honest?
You seem clean as an ocean.
Nope, we lie.
Lie with confidence. A straight face, and you should not. You should trust your instincts. Because you are...
Okay. So, again, if you want to take a look at this full quest here, when you come in, just go ahead and do it yourself. I'm just doing a quick run here through so we can show off on first few hours on what you need to do to get through this.
Glad you're up. We captured a sea viper spying on the camp. Before you...
And we'll take a look at some of the stuff here. Now, you may be wondering, you know, without add-ons, how do I know what I can do in some of these areas here, right? If you go over your achievements here and go to things like exploration, you can take a look at Eldari Dominion, and particularly right now we're in Canarthi's Roost. As you can see here, this is going to tell us all the areas that we can find here. In addition, if we go down to Sky Shards, this tells us each one of these here, and also gives us a little bit of a hint on where we can find them. And the quests here. Eldari Dominion. As you can see here, you can see some of the quests here that are involved in this.
Marvelous, isn't it? We'll have to construct a special... Yes. What do you mean? Arrogance? We should speak privately. Before you depart, let's meet at the statue.
I'm just going to go up there. Now, Sky Shards, you can see, they're very visible. You can see where they usually go. And if you just like look around and think about where they might try to hide it, I mean, think like a developer. Where would you want to like hide something in there? You can usually find them pretty easily as well. So with that, we've gained 1 skill point. And before we head out here, I will set my skill points as well. Because if I try going out there, I'm probably going to get myself killed. Now, a lot of people are going to ask on what weapons they should put into and all this other stuff. My recommendation for most players here, one-handed and shield, one ranged of some type, and a restoration staff. These are the first things I want to get myself maxed on if possible. The reason being that with Certain Shield, this is going to help me get through a lot of the PvE stuff, especially bosses if I have to solo it. With ranged, this helps me a lot in group play because now I don't have to be right up on top of things and I can move myself around depending on where AoE is and all that other stuff. With restoration, as you can see here, I have a lot of heal abilities. Now, a Dragon Knight has a good heal set. However, when you first start out, you may not find yourself getting a you won't have those healing abilities available to you. Other classes have them much further down in their tree, or you have to actually modify things to be able to get that. So I'm just going to start off with a bow. Now you can also go ahead and do two-hand or dual wield as well, which are melee abilities. Only issue I have with these is trying to get used to these when you're first starting. Can be a little bit rough, especially if you're not used to roll dodging or a few of those other things there. And I recommend just holding off on those unless you're an overachiever and you want to try those as well as getting those other things leveled up. Now, I'm going to also put some stuff here into my different lines here. Namely, I'm going to put one into Fury Grip, one into my Draconic Power, and one into my Earthen Heart. Now, each one of these will level as long as I have something in the bar from those different trees. And that's the primary reason. The Earthen Heart abilities for Dragon Knight, for example, tend to be more stat and debuff based. The Tronicar tends to be more survivability, tanky type things. And Ardent Flame tends to be more DPS type things. So I definitely want to have all these in here, but I'm not necessarily going to use them. I'm just going to make it put this in here so I can get some of these abilities that are lower on the list here. Now, some of these you may not see for a while, but trust me, a lot of them are very worth it to get yourself leveled up. Titan Crazy. Crafting weapons is, I'll go over that a little bit later, but it's not that hard. It's actually pretty easy for the system that they have. And people who are watching this through YouTube after I've clipped this through and all that stuff. If you're wondering who I'm talking to, I do stream on Twitch as per the video's description, so do take a look at me if you want to take a look at the game live and ask questions in stream as well. So we're going to talk to Razendar here. Yep, all good. So now we got some quests here. And we're free to go wherever we want. Now, a little bit later, I'll be showing as well, like, if I chose to, I could easily take this character here and just go ahead and head anywhere in here. I could head, this is Reaper's March, the last area inside of the Eldari Dominion zones. I could absolutely head here and move all the way around here. The only issue I have is that this area here is about level 30 to 40. My character here is, of course, only level 3. You know, you can get through on some of that stuff as well. Now, I'm going to be setting some attributes here. I'm going to set everything to health. You know, what I usually recommend people doing to start off with is just putting all your attributes into your health, because the magic and stamina abilities you can easily modify using runes that are on your armor. Now, starting off, you're not going to have those, of course, but health really does help you in a lot of things here. Okay, and like I was saying, I recommend most people put their stuff into health when they start off here. Reason being that with your magic and your stamina, you can modify these much more easily with your runes. Now, once you get up to a min-max building, then you can start putting more stuff into magic or stamina, or just putting everything into those. However, when you first start off, you're probably going to be squishy, and health is probably going to help you stay alive a little bit longer.
Come no closer. Heed my words, foolish spirit. But how? The curse upon you on the shores of Canal. At last, this book had best be worth the price. What? What is that? Wait! I only wanted to make something beautiful.
As you can see here, there's quests that are all around as you can find when you first start off here. Now, you may be wondering, how do you see what enemies here are dangerous or not?
Don't believe her lies.
Yes. Okay, we're going to go deal with him later. But anyways, as you can see here, we can see this guy's highlighted in red. And as you see, as we kill things, our things will level up. Now you can search this. As you can see here, we're going to get provisioning ingredients, as well as some things here that we can build up. And also we found our first little node here as well. This is just maple wood. This is what you use to craft different wooden items with. Now crafting is pretty simple here as well. Wood will build up your wooden items here. Iron ore here, for example, will build up your...
Who the hell would bother this shit?
Thank you very much, Secret Pickle, for the follow. Now, iron there will build up our iron items. And we'll go through here and take a look at some of this other stuff here, see if we find some... I think it's cotton. No, it's crushweed, maybe? No, that might be too high. As you can see here, most of the stuff just pops out where it is. Now, another thing I should go over here as well. There's something here called animation canceling. Now, understand that when you do a full charge attack, As you can see here, it takes a long time, right? And that's an animation cancel. And basically to animation cancel, I simply need to pull back my item here for maybe just half a second, and then hit something here, like 1, 2, 3, to cancel it out with another action on top of it. So watch this mud crab here, right? I'm just going to hold it 1, 2. Just like that. Now that's rawhide scraps. You can only get that from enemies, and that's how you make leather. But just remember that it's something important to currently. You have to train yourself to do that. That's a good way to do a lot of DPS, and in higher levels, that's one of the best ways to kill a lot of those bosses there. Here's a treasure chest. I don't think I have any lockpicks, so I don't think I'll be able to do anything. So no. As you see, I don't have any lockpicks. I can't get in. Maybe we'll find some here a little bit later. All right, and this is a good thing to start off with. I just died here because we had a bit of an error on my PC here. But anyways, as you can see here, we died. We have the option to revive or go to a ray shrine. Ray shrines will take us back up here to the closest ray shrine, or we can do it here. Now, since they're new characters, you're not going to have any cost to rezzing. You can do this anytime, and as you can see, you basically start off with all health again. And you just got to wait for yourself to pop up again and get yourself ready. Okay, Bird. I'll do that. I'm just getting recommendations here from that last one here. Yeah, let's turn off Bloom, just to see if that helps with some of the stability. Right now, folks, I am facing issues because I'm running this on my PC. Basically my streaming. Little cat face that you see on the far left, and this on the same PC, which does not exactly help it all the time. Okay, here we have a few other items here. Potency runes. You're going to say basically 3 of these types: potency, aspect, and essence. That's used for enchanting. Here we have some alchemy ingredients here with the entolma. And we got some more ore as well. Now, I do recommend collecting all this stuff, keeping it up. You're going to be able to take 200 stacks of these, so it should be pretty easy for you to get some of this stuff up and running.
Don't believe her lies.
And as you can hear, we have a guy here telling us, trying to prevent us from doing some stuff there. Now, as you can see here, we can also steal. It doesn't cost anything to, or doesn't risk anything just looking in here. But if you take it, you better make sure you're hidden as well. Now you're going to see, as you can see that little highlight there with the little glow, that means you have a quest in the area we haven't really taken a look at. It's pretty easy to find some of these. And we'll just run through this real quick here. Now, you're wondering, like, okay, we see black ones over here, but we see a white one way over there. We just hit T, and we can choose on which quest is our primary quest here. Oh, see, more alchemy ingredients, just kind of standing out. Now, if you want to get your if you want the easy way to do your alchemy ingredients, it's not going to look as nice. But you can easily go into your video settings, turn off grass, so you can see everything's flat here. But now, I'll just run here until we find our next alchemy ingredient, but it's going to be a lot easier to see.
I haven't seen you around the island before. I should get back. Not yet. Saw him on the way in.
So we're just skipping through some of these quests here real quick. Let's kill that skeever. Do we have anything here? Nope. Now, also, we have stealth, and I don't, you know, as a new character, I usually don't do it. I just go straight through, but here you can see some of the effects of it. We're hitting on this guy. We're going to fire at him. And they drop pretty quick, because a lot of times when you're doing it from stealth here, you're getting a critical hit. Just like that. You can go through. Now, here's a pro tip for most of you folks as well. Assume that the last place, the furthest from the actual quest giver, is the place that you're probably going to have to actually complete the quest. Like all those other ones there, they're mostly red herrings. So here we go, we look at this. Well, they actually changed this a little bit here. Used to be you just come up to that one, he would show up. But I think they made it so now you have to visit all three. Yeah, it's a nice little change. Assume, though, most times it will be at that last one. Yep, here he is. Yep. Now, if you're a grinder and you don't like to listen to dialogue, you can absolutely skip through all the dialogue as well. I've done this quest I don't know, a dozen or so times. So some of it for me is just like, yep. You did that again. Okay. Yep. Okay. Other people, I do recommend you take a look at it. Now, oh, here we go. Now this mountain flower here, realize that when I turn my settings on and turn grass on, look how hard that is to see. Turning off grass does help you find some of those abilities there, or sorry, some of those traits there. It's just, at the same time though, this looks pretty, and I do like to have grass on, but if you're farming mats or something like that, sometimes it's easier just turning that off. As you can see here, we're still finding things, and getting some more stuff there. And how you doing, Italian Fusion?
You think you can steal from the cross-tree bandits?
Here we go. We have this guy here. Now, as you see there, I did a block. Blocks are good ways to prevent some of those things as well. You'll learn all about that stuff in tutorials, though, of course. Okay, we're stealing the skooma. Oh, that's right. I haven't obtained a mount to ride yet. Some mud crabs are eating this person. Ah, here's an essence rune now. Now, basically how enchanting work is you have to have one of each. Essence rune basically determines like what the effect is, like if it's an armor or fire or something else like that. Potency, like these here, determine what the level is. Like potency here is always going to be like VR1, VR2. Or sorry, not VR1. I'm sorry, it's more like level 1, level 2. Get myself ahead of things here. Alright, here. So, now back to our little bit of a Frankenstein cut and play here. I apologize, guys. I had some bit of issues there.
Come here.
Let's talk to this person.
I asked around. Nobody from the shipwreck remembered. That farmer shook himself to death. You think I don't recognize a skooma overdose when I see one? Buying time to get your story straight. Go ahead.
So, now we have one of the first, Now, this is one of the first quests that we had an option. Basically, it can affect what happens. Either we basically tell them we found it on the beach, or we lie about it. And we're going to lie about it.
Last chance. If someone doesn't tell me where the skoomer is, you'll all face the consequences. Yes, well, it's like... Soldier, look after these people. Once they're settled, report back to me.
Thank you. I'll destroy it.
See, that's level 4, and we're going to complete it. And just for that, we got a bunch of experience for it. As you can see, we've also got our first Ardent Flame, Draconic Power, and Molten Armaments. Now, I'm actually going to do Molten Armaments here, because this is an easy one to do, and it's going to give us a bit of damage here with our bow setup. Yeah, AVG's a freaking pain in the ass, isn't it? And yeah, folks, make sure you don't have an antivirus running in the background as well. I don't know if I've already hosed my PC, eating up that much memory with it, but we'll see. Now, as you can see here, we have another Sky Shard. Let's take a look at this one here. Oh, wait, got a little... Now, just take a look down in your Sky Shard and your achievements here. Gonna cut out these roost here. Southern Temple's Hidden Jewel here. This is what we're getting right now. As you can see here, this is where we are. And Abandoned Before the Morning. That's the one we're at. Apologize for that.
Please, a moment.
Hello.
My master and I had little to do after the shipwreck. Borellian.
Now we've completed that, we can actually go inside and see what's up.
You have such intricate. Turn back. I'm tired of this. Leave.
All these abilities are currently taking up my magicka. I should be careful on some of
We
this.
need to get those wards down fast.
I'm just sprinting through this area here. We did get some attribute points because we leveled up. Did I commit those? Nope. You gotta commit those when you do them.
Spider weaves the web around
Watch for
its
undead.
prey.
I'll disrupt the ward.
Yes, Rogue, I did. Now, also, if you're wondering as well, you should, when you get items like this here, what we really should be doing. I currently have a heavy chest on. I'm going to leave that on. But if you get other, you at least want to get something that's a light armor and a medium armor in some of these other areas. That way you always have something you can train on. As long as you have those equipped, you're going to get experience inside those. Okay, next crash, I'll freaking turn off face rig as well. You'll have to deal with the little thing in there and the disembodied voice.
Scorpion's poison courses through its prey.
This ward won't keep us out for long.
Alright, so we're back here. We're just doing this. Disrupted the ruins, and we're heading out of this place now. PC just shits itself. Oh, jeez. Yeah, we're just discussing currently the if you guys have seen some of the bad editing that this is probably going to lead into. We've had a few crashes tonight. I just got to figure out the order here. Next is going to be the full.
The cycle of the two moons
Nope,
seems
that's
to be
not
the
it.
key to dispersing the barrier.
Oh, that's it. That's it. So new moons. I'm doing in the opposite order there. Top crescent. Full moon. I think there's supposed to be clovers or horseshoes with this as well.
But before we proceed, when we enter the
Yep. I do an equiparity. Thank you very much.
stone on that pedestal. Wait, that's Aurelian. What's he doing up there?
Alright.
Aurelian for now.
Well, this guy's being possessed, so we gotta go deal with this shit.
I'll destroy the bone piles if you keep the undead at bay. It'll take a moment to weaken the circle. Keep the undead away
This
from
other guy is here doing it as well. As you can see here, we both can do our quest here at the same time without much issue.
Who the hell would bother this shit?
one last circle. We can do this.
Oh, just gotta think much of the fall, man.
My master. I'm right behind you.
Stay back! Uldor! Get out of my body now! Silence! None command, Uldor!
You get back here. You frickin' bastard. As you can see here, we can also get some different style stuff here as well. And recipes that we can learn. Ugh. That hurt. That hurt. That hurts.
Uldor, I command you by the tears of the two moons, return to your prison.
That won't hold me for long.
You're Gathwin's ally, yes? Please disable these traps so she can make it to us safely.
Sure thing. There you go.
Despite all the more these gems focus the Morning Stone's power. No.
Master, I know what you're planning. I won't let you... Please, help me convince Aurelian. I will gladly seal myself in the tomb to spend...
We should hurry. Uldor. That's madness. I've experienced.
So here's another choice here. Basically, either we did to seal her in the tomb or him in the tomb. I'll take you. You're old. People, society won't miss you.
Master,
You will thrive without me. It's far stronger than it knows.
What are you doing? And if you're wondering about things they fixed in this and changes, I have made a 1.6 video just quickly outlining some of those. There's also a good Reddit video as well. So right now we're just watching this here.
I've reconsidered what our combined power could do, Aldor. I willingly give myself over.
I knew such power would tempt you. Very well.
Place the tears of the two moons and the pedestals.
I'll turn your flint to ash.
Now typically you just go ahead and do this. But you know you have to go over these pedestals when you do this. As you can see the red here, pretty easy to dodge if you pay attention. Keep yourself alive. No need to rush. Unless you're just bored. I know grinders probably want to just go, skip all these quests just to get through it, but for some of those people that actually like the story there, it's not that bad. Actually, it's pretty good. Especially compared to some of the other stuff we had to deal with, like the mountains of text back in the WoW days, and even Morrowind is like all text. Hello.
It's done. Forgive me. I'll ensure them all. No good comes from... Forgive me.
Yep.
There you go.
So we got another level here. I'm gonna put it into health again. And we got another skill point here. I think in this one here. Given our current build, I might go for Dark Talons. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna switch over to Searing Flames. Get that up. I don't care so much about Fury Grip. So now we're out of that, and everything here has gone docile. As you can see, we're leveling up our abilities real quick as well. Actually, I may want to keep chains on just so I can get up to the next level on that. Yeah, I'm close on that. I might as well just keep it in there until I can get it to the morph. And I'm not going to morph it, but it's nice to just get it up there. Oh, here's another thing, guys. You may see some butterflies or something else around here. You can take these, you get insect parts. I'm not going to bother with that because they're pretty easy to get and they just take up inventory space. If you're a collector, don't bother with. Again, I don't recommend just getting it right off the bat. If I remember right, there's a quest right around the corner here. Yep, here we go. Mm-hmm. Now, when all you buy at a place come in the first week, and you're starting a new character, it's bet that there is going to be a lot of people here. You will probably see some of these zones flooded with people, like, doing the same quest and all that stuff. Don't get all bent out of shape, but some of them are just, like, you know, taking kills here or doing this there. A lot of the stuff, it doesn't really matter on the kills. A lot of it's more on just getting over to an area or something like that. Getting your objective and then, like, going into an area. And hell, it's going to make it easier for some other players here to be able to get in there and just helping get a tag on something. How you doing, Wrecked? Sorry, Hodgecat. But Nightbot's a little bit of a dick on some of that stuff. Okay, here we got a little thing here going into this lair. What the? Seems like I aggroed something. I wasn't paying attention there. When you aggro something, you can't always use doors and other items. Here we're hidden. Should be able to get a good stealth hit on this guy.
You don't have the will for this, but I do. Come.
Block it. Shit. Not enough stamina.
I don't know how Mother will take this.
Yep. See if there's anything good here. Now remember, stealing if you're taking it from like a town or something like that, but if you're doing it in here, what's this here? Now you always want to read bookshelves as well. As you can see there, we got an increase just because we read that bookshelf.
You don't have the will for this, but
As you can see, more people are coming in there. We're getting the hell out of here so we don't have to deal with that. What? Now you don't have to worry, enemies will not follow you into the water unless they're ranged, in which case they're going to plink you for a little bit, but if you swim out of range, they won't get too far. It'll come back up here.
What have you and you?
Yep.
I noticed the ardor at the moons within you and sent you to aid Kari. That
You didn't help much.
Agir Tragigezeri. We just
And there, we got a medium chest. Now you may not get some of the like medium heavy chest until later, but it's nice to have it either way. We have morphs now. I don't think I have the... Do I have a skill point? No, I don't have a skill point. I'll show you what that is when we get another skill point here. Unfortunately, it won't show you unless you have a skill point to use. And as soon as I level up, I'll be able to morph that and show you some folks on what that is and how it works. Up here we got some more... Nope. Here's this guy here. So I found this little area here. Looks like we're good. Let's get out of here pretty quick. Apologize for that. Pay a little attention to chat here. Now you may see me skipping over some items here as well. I'll probably go over the crafting video a little bit later to show you guys what is used at higher levels. As you can see, you can get a lot into a lot of the areas here. Ah, jute. This is typically what you collect for clothing in the starting area. And you have to have like 10 of these to actually refine and make something. Not too exciting while I try and go through. Ah, here we go. Now, essence runes here, or sorry, aspect runes, are very important at all levels. You want to have these as soon as you can. As you can see, we got a green one here, Jajorta. If you can get those, you definitely want to use them. And, you definitely want to get them. Pick them up. You can sell them to anyone at any level. Because, I mean, at high levels, you're still using Ta, Jajorta, blue quality, purple quality, and gold quality. And you have a chance in any one of these zones to pick one of those up. Now, not as great of a chance in some of the veterans level zones, but still, it's better than nothing. And you can definitely sell some of the higher level stuff if you manage to get a purple or a gold in the to high levels as well. So you can charge, several thousand if you get a gold, and maybe 1,000 or 2,000 for some of the purples. And some of the economy will be changing as well, but it's still good to have. We got one coming up here. See, we got another aspect rune. Now you're probably going to get like, 50 Tas before you get one blue or one purple, but just keep on grabbing them. You'll still find them. Okay, we're going to collect another journal here. Oh yes, and somebody's mentioning here in chat as well. Some of these quests are not made.
Not now, not ever.
All right, so we completed that one there. Some of these quests are not, they're not all equal in every area. Some people like the Eldari Dominion story better than the Daggerfall. Some people like the Daggerfall story better than the Ebonheart. Some people like the Ebonheart better than the Daggerfall. If you don't like one story in some of the starting areas, try some of the other ones there as well. I will mention that the Eldari Dominion kind of focuses more like a fantasy-based lore. Daggerfall kind of is more like Germanic-based in its lore and its like zones. And Ebonheart is a little bit more as a cross breed between the two of them. Kind of mixing fantasy and some of the other more Germanic aspects to it. I personally like some of the fantasy stuff. That's why I'm in the Eldari Dominion. But hey, you guys might like something different. Okay, now this is the South Temple here, I believe. So there should be a Sky Shard sitting around here somewhere. And if you're going to put it somewhere, you're not going to put it right out in the open. You're going to put it someplace a little bit hidden and behind things. Now as you come up around the corner here, you can hear it. You may have to have headphones on to hear that, but once you hear that sound and you recognize it, you know what to look for. Oh yeah, so people are asking motifs and how much they sell. Motifs you can usually find through either stealing or checking all the little boxes and such around the areas. Apologies for the cough there. Again, you can usually sell the blue ones off for like $2.50 a piece, but it's a little hard to find some of the people that are going to be selling them or wanting to buy them. The purple ones, on the other hand, you can sell for a little bit more, and you always have a chance to find the Imperial one. If you find the Imperial one, usually about 100k plus to get that sold off. Nope, I don't mean to steal from that. I apologize.
First Dominion at best. When moon at best. Ha.
All right, so we're gonna help them with their little moon sugar problem here.
Rats get the better of you? And you call yourself wolf? Want to buy a carpet? How about 3? They aren't good for much else. Yes, Afe, even you. Do not eat the rats, this one says. Do they listen? No! They already did. That's the problem. Moon sugar makes you sleepy if you eat too much. Rats eat.
So we got drugged kitties.
Undoubtedly.
Isn't that sweet? Bug loss. A big essential component. So now, gotta slew these eggs. And we gotta go destroy these rat nests by electrocuting them with some thunder bugs. Nope. Oh, sorry. I need to do that once. Now, if I could kill my rats in my house by taking a taser to the wall, I absolutely would. Oop, I almost missed one right over here. Haj, if they're offering you 60 or under for an Imperial, just ignore them. Imperial ones will sell for a lot, especially with the whole justice system changing on that as well. You're able to get a lot more money now. And we see somebody here that's
Of course.
participating in the justice system there.
Could expect nothing. Clever. Joan and Joe danced.
Just swam up, killed somebody, and ran off. The guards are going to go after them now, though. Still one Sky Shard behind and one level behind until we get the next abilities here. Actually, though, I can probably put Searing Strike on now that this is ready to be morphed. Don't have to show that off anymore.
Can any of you hear? Who's there? Have you seen my squad? Good luck.
Yep, I'll go find him for you. I got something there. What was that? Ah. And that's part of a collection item we can use.
Who are you? Alive? Good.
There we go. Doing horrible job of
Can make it to
Now we have an optional item here as well that we're treating them with this treant stuff. We could absolutely just go ahead and skip it, but later on we don't get options later if we don't do it.
Hope they appreciate.
Yep, there you go. Still don't have a lockpick. See, as you can see there, I got some loot, he got some loot. We both win for that. I believe it's about 30 to 25% of the health you have to be able to take before you can actually get loot and credit. At least somewhere in that area, if you're not grouped. If you're grouped, you're able to. Everyone's able to share on the loots. Okay, we did that, and now we're gonna go in the cave here and take a look around. Meow, meow, meow. So we gotta find this lieutenant here. Somewhere in this cave, I assume. Oh, there he is. So we find him, he's all bloody and dead. As you can see here, we also find books throughout the area. It gives a little bit lore and history to it, and adds a little bit more flavor to it as well, rather than just adding in an NPC to give you, you know, pointless exposition on things. Alright.
What do you mean?
We need to wait.
So we're gonna go over to the beach ship here. Hodge, if they're invisible when they're attacking you, usually that means it's like a Z-axis issue. Load on an AoE and then just AoE the area. You can usually see them taking damage if you have something like a if you have like an add-on like combat loss statistics, Foundry, or some of those other things there. That's the lower thing here. Okay, so let's go talk to these guys here for a minute. This is our sergeant.
These aren't dominions. Edalus is the best scrounger in.
Now, we went ahead and got all these guys. And we treated them. Now we can set them to go repair this stuff. We skipped through parts of the quest. Because we actually took the time to do the optional stuff earlier. Oh, and now I gotta talk to the quartermaster. Almost missed a step here and just went ahead.
Well,
Talk to the captain. And go down below. It's a lot of talking in this quest line. I can steal from here. You know, I really want to get a lockpick. I'm just going to see if I can find there's something around here. As you can see here, we can also get some good stuff here. More RP-related items as well. And speaking of which, how you doing, Isai? Hope the auction went well. I saw we got a bit of money there. If you also wonder as well, part of Blue Skooma role-playing. And one of the good things about the role-play guild there is that we also host a live auction that goes on every Saturday at 10 p.m. Nope, nothing there. I'm just looking for a simple lockpick. Simple lockpick. Don't need to, you know, something purple here. I just need something I can take a look at here. Nope, nope, not finding it. Alright, I'll take a look a little bit later. Well, maybe that one. Nope, not there. Unfortunately, it seems like it eludes me. Rogue, I understand the whole alcoholic thing as well. That's a nice little storm over there. But I really had to force myself because a lot of other MMOs, I will go and make other characters, and I will like constantly hop between them. My main character is a VR14, you know, top level and all that. Here we go. Here's another sky shard. I can actually show morphing now. Don't worry about it, Hodge. But it's a little bit better if I show in stream how you get lockpicks and where you can find them. And normally you can take a look inside some of these areas here. Crates and all this other stuff. Here we go. We need to kill one of these guys here to take their lodestone. You're dead and you don't even know it. Yay. Grab that. So we gotta get up to the top here and around. Jump up a little bit. There we go.
Those sea vipers are insane.
Oh, maybe they are insane. Ever think about that? Calling them insane? I mean, I'd be upset too. People call me insane all the damn time. And now the storm is past. And we should be in my trap here. Now, I got that skill point. Before I forget, let me show off on how you change it up and what you use it for here. I'm going to be using it in molten weapons because that's what I primarily want to use it for. But Typically with morphs, as you can see here, we had this little 3 thing here. We get 2 options and what happens. And the little green text tells you what it is. Like, we have the basic ability here. And as you can see here, we get either Empowering Chains, which is going to... next attack is going to do extra damage. Or you can do Extended Range, which gives it more range. So basically, you get to choose one or the other, depending on what you want to use. And like I mentioned before, though, I'm going to wait a little bit, wait for Molten Armaments to get itself leveled up. Right now, it's a level 3. And at level 4, after you level it all the way up, you get a morph for that. You only get 1 morph per ability, but usually they're pretty good choices to go between. Yes, and also a few people in chat are making points as well. You can always ask people in guild that you might join as well. Certain things like lockpicks are pretty easy to find as well. You can also get them off merchants. I just don't want to have to pay for it though. Be a cheap bastard. Oh. Hi there. Now, if I stop sprinting all over the place, I want to be as fast, but then I could also have stamina to fight some of these guys with when I come up to see them. Here we go, another level. Still leveling that up a little bit more. We'll have 2 skill points to do that once it gets up there. Actually, did we get any other good ones here? Dark Talons isn't too bad, but it's not what I'm looking for here. Beef thing for the hosting. I should also mention as well, the armor, as you can see there, heavy has been going up because I'm actually wearing heavy. If I wear medium or I wear light, which I'll probably start doing now, to be honest, just so I can get some of that up there. Medium is pretty good for using with bow. Put that on there. As you can see here, I can replace this now. A bit stronger bow now. And we have a few more points of interest we can find here as well. Temple of the Dark Moon. I think I do have to go up top there. I'm just looking here. Okay, there's our next quest there. If I actually follow the marker, I can see where we're supposed to be going. Wonderful.
Don't believe her lies.
And I'm gonna believe her lies.
Finally. stop looking.
And we'll probably see more of these guys in the future when we're actually doing a dungeon. And Beef, if you're wondering what we're doing today, we're just going through a rough tutorial, which I'll probably have to edit later. Going over some of the stuff here so new players know what to expect, how to go through and level some of the stuff up.
Turn back, Master. This is not the place for us.
This one does not a simple answers to unasked questions. It's a shrine to Hermaeus Mora Holmes. While searching for the shrine, that's her. It's the lying spirit.
Don't listen to these. What? Then that is a blessing.
So again, choices. Either we burn this, or we sell it. And if we sell it,
You have the books. This one knows the proper care.
maybe we'll give it to you. Yep, go ahead.
What fortune!
Waiting, waiting.
Perhaps Hirdaro should examine her purchase.
Ah, justice. Hey doing, Ikaga? Yes, my preferred faction is AD. Now let's see, we got a few more other areas we can explore here. A few more quests as well. Ah, here we go.
I'm quite busy, can't you see?
I hear your pain, old one. Windcatcher plantation depends on. Do you? There's a. I can feel this. My months. The great when the wind gods.
And we got another sky shard down here. You notice how these kind of pop up right where your quest areas are? So now we go down, take a look, enter the cave.
Been a Kwama master. Ever tried higher? They always go if they stop.
You're a Kwama master and you're not a dark elf. That's just wrong. Ba ba bum ba bum. So this is more of an escort mission here. Kwama Scrib are fine here, but these other ones here, you gotta be put in their place. We have questions as well on what level you can start to grind, or when you should start to grind. It really depends on your preference. I do recommend trying some of the questing out in some of these zones here, but I do admit that, like, you know, depending on what your mentality is, you may not like questing here in ESO because you didn't like it in any other MMO that you were in before. Some of the stories are pretty good, especially like Ebonheart, I think, was, you know, had a really good storyline to it. You actually, all the storylines you should go through. It's usually questions like some of these side missions here that we're doing right now, if you want to do them or not. I think I like the side missions to a lot of the. Oh, here we go. Okay, so we got that done. Now we can head out. It's more of a question of what you prefer and what you like with it on some of these things here. But my overall feeling on it is like, you know, grind yourself once you get up to 10 maybe. But like, we're going to go into some of the stuff here if I can get up to it in level 10 to consider more on getting into PvP, just to try it out. Now, PvP is one of the good selling points to this game. However, they have had issues since 1.3 with it. It has been laggy. It has been crashing for some. Well, it used to be crashing. It's usually just laggy right now. They are working on things as well to improve that, but they have mentioned that there have been issues. One of the big things I try to advocate on it right now is that we need to have some battlegrounds and arenas added in. But you can look more on my stuff on the forums and on Reddit for some of that information as well. Or if you're inside channel there, you can usually wait for the bot to say certain little commands there, and you can just use those to take a look at some of the links there. Alright, so we got this hunting camp right up here. Let's discover this. And we are still level 6. We got 4 away till we're 10. And we can actually go into PvP. And then after that, we're about 11 away right now from... So this one's a hard one here. Let's see if we can take him. Okay, now, so give some iron. So now we have heavy armor on, we have medium armor on. We're going to be trading both of those up. I just need to get one piece of light armor here, and I'll be pretty good and set. Oh, one thing I didn't mention as well, if you tab, you can see we're targeting. This is very useful, especially around like 2 enemies here. You want to get only one of these, and it'll bring all your shots over to it. Now, if you don't want to target any of those, you can go away and hit tab, and that removes it. You see, you turn away here, you still have it. If you turn away, hit tab, come back over, it's gone. Or you can hit escape, and it'll also remove it. Yes, and if you've done it over and over again, I understand your frustration with some of this as well. Yeah, nothing good there. But the first levels for grinding, I probably say as soon as you can kill your first Daedra or undead in some certain areas, that's usually a good time to go. Alright, so we have some areas that we missed in here, but we're going inside of here now just to take a look at it. Move along with some of our questing. Now, also, it should be mentioned as well, doing some of the main quests and the questing for Mages Guild and Fighters Guild will give skill points as well, so it is very worthwhile to do at least those quests. The other ones here, the side quests, yeah, you can just go ahead and breeze through them pretty easily. Here we get an away shrine. Thank you. And now we're in part of a major city here. Hello, Razendar.
This one. Clearly. Keep your wits. Can they hide Razumdar?
And we're going to go more history on who Razendar is. Now I'm going to go over here right now, just to show off as well. I got some items. I'm not necessarily using them right now. So just go to the clothing station. No, I think I have all those. Let's see here. I don't have anything with that. Blacksmithing. I think I have. So this one here I can just easily toss in there and have that researching. So you see we have some safe boxes we can say, you know, try and break into later. We won't bother with that right now, but we will have a tutorial video later on stealing and how to get involved in some of that. So here's our Sentinel's Lash. Now it can be used to research and start that up. And again, I didn't put any skill points into crafting. You can research at any point in time. You can break down at any point in time and get skill and get yourself up in it as well.
Is the Sylvanar blind? Every one of these sea elves is a venomous serpent waiting to strike. We should have put Lorcan take them. Not as long.
You're a very hateful man, aren't you? It's probably not getting laid. Girls don't like the goatee, unfortunately. So there's a Sylvanar.
We upheld our treaty with the people of Kanathi's Roost.
Malamur, sea elf, basically.
We keep a copy on him.
There's a lockpick. So we stole that, and now we can actually open up one of those things there.
Any luck? I can't allow it. It's a no. And soon, fresh, she sustains it.
Dahara would not. He may be drunk.
Oh, talked to the wrong person. Yep, so now we get to go do some breaking and entering into one of those houses up here.
What's your step, Ground Walker?
And while we're up here, I'm gonna just keep on going around. And oh look, we got another sky shard.
Another one.
And as you can see, now we've gotten all the sky shards here at Kanathi's Roost here. And the next ones we're gonna have to actually get from another different area.
None of your...
And they give you little hints on how you can get in as well. Either,
So, he's actually just...
forge the letter, we talk to him.
Are you right? She wants to meet. No.
Come on, go. Thank you. And now we can enter. Yep, it's all nice and good. That's not good. Yep. Okay, sorry about that. Also, I have to read these two books here. Now, reading books, you can choose to wait on doing that as well, because books will always give you like a skill point, and it will get harder to raise this up a little bit later. But you know, getting them done as you get up there, it saves you from having to go backtrack and find them later on. It's up to you. And sometimes you just want to have the ability right then and there. You don't want to have to wait for it. I believe I have to go down here. I think. Up. I'm just going all over the place, and where I should be going is just not right. It's right up there. God damn it. Fail kitty is fail, unfortunately. All the way around, because I couldn't be patient enough to follow the quest marker. Chuckerman, yes, I have mentioned this, but it does bear repeating as well. Start crafting, or at least start researching as soon as possible, because those research times will go up. And despite the however many skill points you put into it and you get up, you still have to do research. Yeah, deal with your dead husband. There. Yeah, hi there. This wasn't me.
Then you know nothing. 1,000 curses on this wretched island. None. Wouldn't be the first.
Knives. If they don't make the drop soon, let's cut our losses and make for the mainland.
In Daggerfall, packs of these horrible monsters roam the streets at night.
Lavier, if you use one character as a crafter, that's fine and all, but realize that when you do crafting, these all take up a lot of skill points, okay? A lot of it. What I usually recommend doing, since you have veteran level areas that you can craft in, important thing to mention here, folks, okay? You can put like as many points in as you want into metalworking. That way you can make the items that you need and keep your research up using metallurgy. But again, you want to get this up high in your main character that's going to be veteran level to get into those areas. But the low level characters can be level 50 banking tunes, and they can, they can improve everything and all this other stuff. So do consider putting points into other characters to learn it. So let's look at this report. Alright, let's get out of there. But again, folks, I'll have a video later on crafting and, some strategies on what you can do and how you can keep yourself at high level without having to put a whole lot of effort to some of those things. So we're going to stake out this warehouse.
As good a place as any. If that clerk has any sense, he'll find it.
Mm-hmm. Da-da-da-da.
Keep to your own business.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Get off my ship before I throw you. And I need a new rigging and a serving wench.
So here we can pay for it,
Now get off my deck.
or we can look around for an alternative. And we can take a key instead.
Watch your step, ground walker. Another one. Don't cause trouble.
So I'm just gonna break into your ship, I guess, and take all your stuff.
Take pride in your work, I always.
He's with his girlfriend. I'm sorry.
Killing the Sylvanar was foolish. The Green Lady and the Sylvan, they mounted.
Yeah, yeah. Lick your hand after doing what you did there. We all know what happened.
You blind. Don't be shy. You want what we're offering, don't you? Then talk to Hutak about the secret ingredient that makes this food.
God, apprehend that fool.
This path they're trying to follow here is a rough one. ESO Mozilla, thank you much for the hosting. Italian, it can be. You get a cheaper horse, you get a mud crab pet, you also get the Imperial race, as well as a few other things as well.
Covered my tracks. Couldn't have found me. I followed his orders. I've heard enough. His orders. Had to follow his orders. There. You did what you had to. As did I.
Yeah, pretty much a badass right there. How you doing, subs? But yeah, Italian. I think it is worth it, especially when you consider some of the benefits to it. But my price mark for it, and people who are watching this as well, curious if they should get it or shouldn't get it. You probably around you want to pay around like $30 for standard and $40 for Imperial. If you can find it for like 15 or 25. 15 for standard, 25 for Imperial. I do recommend getting it right then and there as soon as possible. Don't window shop, just get it.
You're lying. Tempest is coming. You cannot stop it.
Who the hell would follow this shit?
The Foxy Gaming, Kane, and Aussie Dingo. I think we're still follows, guys.
Follow this shit.
We're gonna have about 3 coming in here.
Who the hell would follow this shit?
Move. I'll keep him alive.
Yep, kill him.
No. God's master.
He's a bastard. Just die.
The gods can't hear you. Scream louder. Where is former? Another honor, I feel. I signed a new treaty with Vicereeve Peladon. Hey, slowballs. You.
You break the law, and the law will break you.
My time is precious.
See if we can get through here before 2. Now, I could probably also do a speed run on this, but this is probably what most of you new players are going to do when you first come in here. Taking a look at it, looking, you know, trying to get this, used to that. So we're going to go in here, see what we can find.
You've done your part. Get back to Mistral when you can.
Nope, they saw me.
Oh, Mistel.
Yeah, keep going, and almost there. Below. And they blocked off the cave. Questions on should we put things in passives? You should. Usually what I recommend on some of these here, though, is like take a look through. Kindling is good if I'm going to use some of these fire-based abilities, but since I'm bow build, not that great right now. Iron Skid, not bad for blocking, but I'm not blocking with the bow, so it's not going to help me that much. Internal Mountain, increased duration of the Earth and Heart abilities. I'm not really using them that much. The Molten Armaments might help me a little bit on that, though. Since I'm using bow, some of these other ones here probably would help. The Long Shot, yep, definitely would help. And some of these other ones here I'll definitely unlock as I need to. Currently, Poison Injection is morphable now. I'm going to go with Venom Arrow. It's just a nice one to interrupt some of the casters there as well. But yeah, do put stuff into passes as well if they make sense to your build.
Would rather be shit.
Exactly the right question.
And super thingers to the fall, man.
Don't be shy. It's not as though the storm chose its
And as well on Max's HG.
Rather be shit.
So that lodestone that we got earlier is now helping us here.
Who the hell would rather be shit?
Oh, creeper thingers with follow as well. Apologize I missed you earlier. They do does then. Yeah, if you went straight to grinding, that's not an issue as well. I may put something out there a little bit later on how to grind as well. But most people that are new coming straight into this, I do recommend they at least try to go through some of the story here. It gives them it gives not only just an idea of what some of the stuff is, but also helps like learn your abilities as well. Hey, doing subs? Yes, this is a new alt, but as you can see, it is going to be very short-lived. This is more to help a lot of you guys as well. There it goes. Yeah, after this tutorial run a little bit here and showing what to do when you first get into ESO, this guy is going to be gone. I will have some alts to level up eventually here too. I got like 6 crafting alts, crafting and banking alts that I really want to build up so I can. I should have knocked him down. There we go. That one goes down.
The wizard seems
Guy's dead.
This is Ilsen, speaking directly to your mind. Find my Psijic projection near the tunnel exit. I know how to stop the Marma. I know what they're planning. You'll have to...
Okay, we got that one. Oop, that guy's not happy with me. Now, if you don't have add-ons to tell you if you're in combat or not in combat, you can always go into your character or inventory screen. Somebody else is here is doing some of the same quest as me.
Who the hell would follow this shit?
AFK Knight, thank you much for the file, man.
My friend, you've done it. Come, you must leave this place. Follow me.
How you doing, Op? We're still level 6 on this. We're getting up there, though, pretty quick. Yeah, he showed up again.
The Maumar are fled. If Raz had known, if you fight Astan, Vishwan.
Again, guys, I'm skipping through a lot of this stuff. If you are interested yourself, you can definitely talk to, or you can definitely come in and play. Listen to it. And questions for console drop, it's going to be June 7th when it comes in. Buy to play is going to be coming up in a few days. which is one of the reasons we're doing this, so we can get a tutorial video out so a lot of new players have something they come in